Between now and June this year, if the country continue like this, what we go do?
We go run.
Where we go wrong?
You know, see, I gave my friend past 100. The way they step for Kano, now you don't run, you don't come out from Nigeria, you don't go outside country.
While we do not be agitating to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027, some political scientists believe that the Tinubu administration is not favoring the North. That is the reason why in our last video, we brought to you how they are pushing Nasri El-Rufai to pair with Peter Obi because of the movement of obedience. This video that I'm about to share to you was in the Muhammadu Buhari's administration. We saw how Muhammadu Buhari, within the last 8 years, technically bastardized the economic, security, every aspect of the government within 8 years. And they were in power. So what happened to the development in the northern region? Why were they not able to develop the northern region? Now, the Oni of Ife said that if anyone, including the Senate President at that time, the Speaker of the House, and even the security chief, can go to their local government and stay there in peace for just 1 week.
They are hungry and they are angry. I repeat, they are hungry and they are very angry. And you are saying all will be well in this country. We are the ones facing these youths. We know their problem and we have been talking every time. You sit in beautiful offices and you all think all will be well. Let us be very truthful in this. Look at this beautiful building. Where did we get? We all have faults. All of us here. If we keep talking every time, we will not get any result. It's getting worse. They are getting more emboldened. They are now very bold and they are ready to face anybody because they are hungry and they are angry. Let us change our story. All of us that are here, I'll be very happy if anybody can raise up their hand and say, I can go to my area of constituency, my local government, and I can stay there in peace for 1 week. Who can do it here? Including our gatekeeper. Who can do it here? Including the Senate President, including the Speaker. But you left the track.
You watched the video, but the truth still remains that it is very, very, very unlikely to see any form of development or any form of security, this pattern and these people in office. And this is because when you look at the last 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari, he outperformed poorly when you compare him with other, rulers of Nigeria within the last 60 years of the return of democracy. But then, why the agitation? The youths are hungry and they are angry. And according to the Oni, very soon they can face anybody, anyone. The revolution that is coming, just like Sowore said, will not be televised. And it is high time that we come to understand that the policies that we put forward should be people oriented. For example, within the last week to the weekend, we saw the Minister of Power saying that the subsidy on electricity has been lifted, meaning that people will pay more on electricity.
We don't have the culture of consumption management in this country in terms of power, just because of the cheapness of the tariff we pay out. A lot of people come back from work, they want to have dinner, or they want to play with their colleagues down the road. They switch on the AC for the room to be cooling before they come back. Yes, some people will be going to work in the morning, a freezer has been left on for days, they will still leave it on when all the items in the freezer are already frozen. And 5, 6, 8 hours of their absence will not be able to defreeze. They will still leave it. It will consume power. Just because we are not paying enough. We've all been overseas before. We know how conscious the power consumers are to consumption of electricity.
And they went ahead to blame the citizens for even using the electricity, and which is the reason why they are increasing the tariff. Does it make any sense? Okay, for example, me, I have a prepared meter, then I bought a unit of 20,000 and I decide to own every gadget in my house. What's the business? I paid for it. But then he is complaining that Nigerians they love to enjoy so much, so they will on 2 AC in their house while they are at work. As in, I don't really want to consume the power. So is the power not meant to be consumed? Didn't I pay to consume it? So because of that, they are removing the subsidy so that you know how that everything is too cheap in this country. Now you can understand the reason why the fuel subsidy was removed. Now the electric tariff has been removed. So many taxation, and the cost of living is becoming too high in the country. The reason is simple. Remember, the former Minister of Information said that Nigerians are so much relaxing and enjoying, and the cost of food, cost of petrol in this part of the world is cheaper than every other part of the world. The government of the day and the political elites, they are not happy to the fact that our citizens are enjoying, being happy. So for that reason, they want to introduce hardship so that you will know and understand and value them in power. Can you imagine? Every now and then they continue to think like whatever they do that to favor the people, not that they are doing that because it is their responsibility to do those things. And that is the reason why Soria said the revolution will not be televised. I have gone out on the street to ask one or two people a few questions, and this was the answer they gave to me in regards to the current policy and the behavior of the government and the economic hardship in Nigeria some months ago.
It's too much. Today you buy something, tomorrow you want back to buy, it will still increase again because the masses are crying. There is hunger everywhere.
The country continue like this within the next 6 months, what you go do?
In fact, if I find my way to travel abroad, I will do, because we are not finding it.
So you see that if we continue like this within the next 6 months, what will happen? You've gotten the response already. So can we continue in this trajectory? Can Nigeria continue like this? I don't think so. Because if we continue like this, a day will come. A day will come. Just like we read in history and even in the Holy Book, that's, let me just leave that because of the fact that, or because of the policy, so let me leave that. But let's not come to the point where human being will be used as food. Let's not come to that point. So, what do you think? Let's have your take at the comment section. But remember, politicians don't really care about you. And then, let's do well to make the country grow together. As the politicians don't only have the full right to develop the country, but it's a collective effort. Thank you for watching.
No problem at all.
No problem at all.
So, concerning the economic issues in Nigeria, what do you think about our food?
Food is very, very cost.
Okay.
We dey suffer about food. Before now, we dey buy food 200, 150. You belle your food, you will go chop food the two we put. Now 400, 500 no go do. I swear. If you buy food 700, you no go put your belly.